Good morning, everyone. We are we are doing it again. We are up at 5 a.m. with this baby. He just decided, you know what? He's up. He's not going back to sleep. I'm making your water right now. Some lemon water for you. So yeah, so we're up. Shh, don't do that. I'm trying to keep him quiet because Daddy's sleeping downstairs in the basement because my mom ended up sleeping over after we moved all her stuff from our apartment, of course. So she couldn't stay there. She ended up sleeping over here in our spare room. So it's not really a spare room anymore. It's supposed to be one of the boys' rooms. It's supposed to be Liam's room. And Daddy used to sleep with Liam in that room, and I slept with the baby in the other room. But Liam lately has been wanting to sleep with me, so I had both babies. I had Liam and Huey, and Daddy was just sleeping in there so he can get a good night's rest before he goes to work, because these babies wake up all hours of the night, like all hours of the night. So I just thought it's not constructive for both of us to be this sleep deprived as I am every single day, especially if he has to go and actually go to work and function properly, right? So yeah. So I stay up with the babies so he can sleep. But last night, like I said, he had to sleep in the basement on our air mattress. Okay, our water is done. Just some warm lemon water. There we go. But yeah, trying really hard not to wake him up. We had a long day yesterday moving my mom's stuff, so I know he's tired. I know he's tired, and he's gotta wake up in a this baby. He's gotta wake up in a little bit anyways to go to work, like soon. He should have been up already, actually. If he doesn't wake up in the next maybe 10 minutes, I'll go check on him. He might just have slept through his alarm, maybe. Alright, so got some lemon water here. Hold on, guys. I'm dead tired, guys. I'm still dead tired, because imagine I don't get a full night's rest. I have to wake up with these babies for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because the older one has growing pains and he just starts, stop it. Well, he starts having nightmares and screaming. That one, obviously, when he wets himself, I gotta change him because he feels really uncomfortable. He's always been like that. He hates the wet feeling, so I gotta change him about. Right now, we're down to 4 times a night, so it's getting less. When he was like newborn stage to like about maybe 8 months, it was like 6 to 7 times a night. So now it's down to 4, 3 to 4. So yeah. So I do that through the night, and then now I'm up at 5. What's funny is he will probably go back to sleep in a little bit. He probably will. The problem with that is I won't be able to go back to sleep because I have another kid that's gonna be up. Hey, stop with the screaming. Here, drink your water. Drink your water, baby. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, water spilling everywhere. Oh my goodness. I know I'm drinking my lemon water super early, but I'm just so tired. I kind of hurt going down. Should have drank a lot more water right away. This momming life. I don't know. I think when people hear stay-at-home mom, they think glamorous. You just get to relax, pamper yourself, but it's quite the opposite. It is the most exhausting, especially when you have multiple kids. People say, oh, when I had one kid, people would tell me, you should have another kid because it'll get easier with multiple. No, lies. Lies. They're lying. I don't know why humanity always wants to trick other people into having more children. Now that I have 2, people say, have a third one because it'll be easier. It'll get easier. The more kids you have, the easier it gets. Lies. I'm at 2. It's already harder than the first one. I should have kept it at 1. I'm at 2 now, and no, it is not easier. So if anybody's telling you that, do not believe them. It's not easier having 2 kids. Because they're like, oh yeah, they'll distract each other, they'll play with each other. That's the excuse. They'll play with each other, and that gives you time to do things. No. A 3-year-old and a 1-year-old have opposite needs. When he needs to nap, the 3-year-old is pooping and he needs me to come and wipe his bum. Well, he's 4 now, but anyways, he's pooping and he's screaming, Mom, wipe my bum, while I'm trying to put the baby down for a nap. What? Can you not do that? While I'm trying to put this one down for a nap. And it's been like that for since he was born. They have opposite needs. Opposite. Complete opposite. And at the same time, they fight for affection. And they fight each other. They fight for toys. They fight for my attention. Like this one learned to fight. He's gonna be a fighter. He learned to fight. By 4 or 5 months, he started realizing if he doesn't learn to fight, his brother's gonna push him around. Right? So by 4 or 5 months, I noticed he could barely walk or do anything. He was just learning how to sit up. He couldn't even sit up. But one thing he learned is when his brother grabs him, he goes like this. He's never bitten. Obviously, he had gums back there, no teeth. But he threatened. He always, till this day, he will threaten to bite you. He's never bitten anyone, but he knows. That's his defense thing. he threatens to bite. As soon as you grab his arm, his hand, and you don't let go because you want to play with him, when he doesn't want to be played with, he just goes like that. He doesn't actually bite down, but he just goes like that. So he learned to push back. He learned, he was just like, no, don't mess with me. Do not mess with me. Not today. I'm not the one. That's this little guy. From like 4 or 5 months, he learned this. So I don't know what people are talking about. Having 2 kids is easier. Having more kids is easier. Are you kidding me? I spent the last 3 years raising Liam, my first, trying to keep him alive. He's supermaning off of things all day long. Now I have 2 of them because he's still supermaning off of things. But now this one, because he has an older brother, he's learned all of the mischievous stuff, all of the naughty things that he should be doing. He learned much sooner. The screaming, Liam didn't try to scream this loud until he was about maybe 2 years old. This one you had to scream by about, I would say 7, 8 months. He was already screaming and roaring and making all these sounds that he learned from Big Brother. He's climbing. Like I told you guys, he climbs on the change table and just stands there. He climbs out of his high chair and climbs onto the high chair table thing and then jumps onto the change. Guys, I got little spider babies in here. They're like little spider babies. And this one is learning so much faster how to misbehave, how to get in danger, how to do dangerous things. So, no, it's not easier. When they play together, I have to watch them, make sure they don't try to kill each other. So, I don't know what people were talking about. You people who told me this, you lied. You absolutely lied. You were lying. I'm gonna call you out on it right now. I'm not gonna be trying to, butter it up and whatever. No, I'm gonna throw you under the bus right now. I don't care. Because you people are walking around lying to people. These are life-changing decisions people make to have children. And you are walking around lying to people, telling people, yeah, you have 1 kid and you think it's hard. Have another one, it'll be easier. Like, that's madness. They're like, oh, 1 kid is hard. That's the hardest. That's the hardest. Have another one. It'll be easier. Then when you have another one, have 3. It'll be easier. Nope. Hey, stop with the screaming. So, yeah, no. I don't believe you. Not for a second. Nobody got time for you. No more. No one's believing you. I am done. This is it. Cut off. 2. I'm done. Over it. Over it. Nobody can tell me nothing at this point. About, oh, if you have a 3rd one, it'll be easier. Because the more kids. What are you guys smoking? Like, for real. This stage, infancy, every time you start over, you got dirty diapers, throw up, you don't sleep for years. For the first 2, 3, 4 years of their life, you really don't sleep because they have stages, things they need, from wanting to breastfeed, night feeding, diaper changing. But look at my 4-year-old now, right? Now he has growing pains, he has nightmares, there's so much that's like for each stage, each age that's appropriate because obviously, he watches shows or, so he has his own little imagination going on. And sometimes he's just arguing. In his dreams, he's arguing with some cartoon character that he saw and just going, maybe that character took something of his and he's like, I want it back. And they're just fighting. They're fighting over toys. So maybe it's his brother he's dreaming about. Sometimes it's his brother. He'd be like, Huey. And I'm like, shh, you're going to actually wake Huey up because Huey's not doing anything to you. He's sleeping. And he's like, no, he's taking my toy. He's taking my toy. He's not taking your toy, brother. He is sleeping. You are having a nightmare about fighting Huey for a toy. So anyway, I just wanted to have that little rant because, again, I'm up at 5:30, 5:40 something right now. How long have we been up? 45 minutes? I don't know. But yeah, I'm beat. This is what I mean. I don't get no rest. I don't get no rest. And I'm not that parent. I'm not a short cutter. I'm not gonna be like just putting my kids in a room and leaving them alone. I'm not that person. I'm the wrong one for that. They're here. I'm gonna be there for them. Hi. 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 Why do you have so much energy this early in the morning? I think it's daddy put him in bed early. This is what annoys me. Like, you put him in bed too early. This is what happens. And who has to deal with it? What? Yours truly. I was like, just, if he's not tired, let him stay up. Let him stay up. Because guess what? If he goes to sleep when he's tired, he will sleep right through. He will sleep. I won't even have to get up and change him as much. The days that he goes to sleep tired, I change him maybe once or twice. And that's because he's sleeping right through. He doesn't wake up to feed or anything, which means he doesn't pee as much. He does feed, but not nearly as many times as he feeds if he's like, But he sleeps better. Sometimes I even just when I wake up to go potty, I'll just change him. He'll be out. He'll be so out of it. He won't even know, like, his diaper's full. It doesn't even bother him. And I'll just change him because it's full, because there's nowhere else for the pee to go. So I just change him and he doesn't even wake up. And if he wakes up, I just feed him and then he goes back to sleep. Oh, those nights are amazing. I want more of those nights. But sometimes dad's just like, I'm done with these kids. And then he takes them upstairs. And I'm like, dude, the time, it's kind of early. It's not even their bedtime yet, but whatever. Because he knows he has this hypnotic effect on them once he has them up there and starts singing to them. No matter what, even if they're not tired, they're gonna fall asleep. Like, they're gonna fall asleep. Ah, I actually need that hypnotic effect right now so I can go back to sleep. So we're gonna have to come up with something for sure and just be like, I think I'm gonna have to just be adamant, like, listen, okay, this is their bedtime. This is the time I get them ready for bed. If you want to help to get them ready for bed that time, you're more than welcome. But any earlier is not going to work for me. It's not going to work for me because you're going to get a break. And guess what? I'm not. And I'm the one who's with them 24/7 and I never get a break. I don't get a lunch break, I don't get a day off, I don't get nothing. So your need for a break right now, maybe you need to go upstairs or somewhere and give yourself a little time out for your break, but do not be putting these kids in bed too early because who's going to pay for it? Me. I'm already up with them and now I'm up at 5 in the morning where he could have been sleeping. He will sleep till 8 in the morning, this guy. 8, 9, no, 8. I'm stretching there. 8 in the morning, which is good for me because then I get to sleep, right? I'm already waking up, what, 3-4 times through the night. So the longer he sleeps, the better for me because I can kind of catch up on that sleep during those hours. Even if I end up getting like at least 5 hours of sleep, 5-6 hours of sleep, I feel better during the day, right? I feel a little bit rested, more so than if I just get like what now? Less than 5 hours, like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. No. Stop. No. We're not doing this. We're not. I'm just gonna have to put my foot down and be like, no. I'm sorry you're having a hard time with your children. They're driving you nuts, but you're not putting them in bed before their bedtime. I'm gonna probably write it down somewhere on a board and be like, okay, that's their bedtime. This is the time you want to put them in bed. That's not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. You gotta wait. If you can't wait, go give yourself a timeout. Because parents, we need time out too. The solution's not always put the kids in bed, put the kids in bed. Like that's just screwing up their sleep pattern. That's screwing up everybody. Like look at me now. Look at him. Five something. 5 o'clock. He's up. Soon he's gonna be sleepy again. He's gonna go back to sleep. That means he's not gonna take his usual nap at noon. He usually naps from noon to like 3 p.m. That means, okay, if he goes back to sleep now, not now, but at like 7, he goes back to sleep. He's gonna wake up at 10. He's not gonna nap at noon. And then by 3 p.m., 4 p.m., he's gonna wanna nap then. And that's so close to bedtime. If I let him nap at 3, 4 p.m., he's not gonna sleep at bedtime. He's not gonna sleep at bedtime. So it's just screwing everybody up just because what? Just because one person just got tired of the baby. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put him in bed. Like, oh God, I'm tired. I'm tired. I feel like as a parent, once you're a parent, it's not all about you anymore. It's not all about you anymore and what you want. And okay, you want to put him to bed because of your own needs, because you're tired. No, let the baby go to bed at his bedtime. And then everybody else will be fine. I'll be fine. I won't wake up cranky and just freaking resentful as hell like I am now because he's fast asleep. No baby's waking him up right now. He'll wake up when he needs to go to work. And here I am at 5 a.m. in the morning, up with this baby. And we went to bed at the same time. We went to bed at the same time. All right. I guess that turned into a little rant. I'm just tired, guys. I'm tired. So, I don't know why he's not up. He's not up yet. What time is it? 5:58. Why is he not up yet? He's probably not up yet because he's tired. He's exhausted. I'm gonna go. Because now I'm just drifting. I'm just drifting. Again, I'm just drifting. I'm too tired, guys. I'm too tired. There's no relief in sight. No relief in sight. I just have to embrace it and just accept it. That's all you can do. You just have to embrace it. Having children is a big commitment, guys. It's a very, very big commitment. Don't play around. Don't play around and be like, oh, it's so cute. It looks so fun. Don't play around. Make a conscious decision, just like you make a conscious and educated decision to get married, to buy a house, or any big thing in life. Make sure you make a conscious decision about having children. Don't just run into. I don't know how really young people have children, because the amount of patience and compassion and just like life force energy is taken out of me to like raise these children once they're here. I don't know how 18-year-olds or younger are popping babies out. Like, what are you guys doing with these babies? I don't know. Are they doing the same? I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. Whatever. To each their own. It's their babies. They could do whatever they want with their babies. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Remember to always, always always be kind to yourselves, and always, what's the other thing again? Brain fog. Always be kind to yourselves, and always, be your own best friend first. Okay. Ciao.